here today working on it's a much older quote journal. I had not finished it. I had 3 pages left. You might have seen my last video where I was kind of going through it. That's the last page I worked on. I had that one that was open and this one here that's also empty. So today I'm going to be working, it's actually the middle of the journal. And I had talked about how this background here, I had started it and I might have just kind of lost the interest for it. And so now that I'm back in it, I found different inspiration for it. And I'm going to be using these gorgeous dies. I'll leave a link of where I got these. I believe I got these from Hobby Lobby. And they're just these florals because of course I love florals. Or there you can see the name brand, which again I will add a link to those. And these two came as part of the set, and I will show you here in a little bit where my inspiration is coming from. I had these two quotes that a friend had given me to work on a different project, and so it was kind of easy because I had already I had these ready to go. And the background being so colorful, I just kind of wanted to let the background itself be the colorful part of the layout. So I'm kind of going through all of the things that I feel like I want to use. These are again just some dies. The leaves came from a Tim Holtz. It's one of those very skinny and very long thin dies. And I'm only using one specific leaf from that collection. And so I cut the florals 3 times, which gave me 6 flowers. So I'm kind of organizing in the way that I think I'm going to be laying them on the page. And then I also want to add some circles. And again, I'll show you here in a minute. You might have seen, when you see what I'm going to show you, you might have seen it on my Instagram account. I love florals, and so I've started to paint and draw some florals, and there it is. That's my first one. I did it at the end of 2019, and so that was my inspiration for this layout, and that's why I wanted to add those circles, because you saw those on the painting. I have since created a large, extra large canvas with the same floral design. I don't know, it's a combination of different things. And so I've been trying to work on them. You might have also seen them on short little videos, those sped up videos, time lapse. On my Instagram account where I was drawing, and I keep drawing them, but one thing is drawing them on the iPad and another thing is actually painting them on a canvas or watercolor paper, which is what I use for that one small one that I just showed you. I want the quotes to stand out, so I decided to frame them with some black paper, do a little matting behind the blue background. I think again that makes them pop out of the I don't know, it just adds better contrast, and it just shows the quote that feels like it's more not focused, but maybe more focused onto the page. I want to say, I don't know what's the word I want to use, but I hope you get the point. So I just kind of go back and start working on how I'm going to layer. And this layering technique kind of gets a little bit tricky because I want some things to go on top of each other. Some things have to be arranged in a certain way, and so therefore the gluing part kind of gets tricky. So you have to start gluing things a certain way. So I'm using my blue glue pen. It's one of my favorite ones when it comes to adhering kind of, intricate patterns, and also, designs that have skinny areas like the leaves here and the branches. It's also kind of annoying because that glue, if it gets on your fingers, it's hard to kind of get off. And so whenever you're touching other things, you can't let them go because they're stuck to your fingers. So I'm using that little plastic box, little container on the right hand side, because again, if I put the glue on the white background on my table, it kind of gets stuck in there. And I think, I don't know if it's this video where I show you there's a blue, and I don't know what to call it. It's a blue gummy eraser that kind of gets off any adhesive that's in a place where you don't want it, and you just gotta you have to rub it and rub it and rub it, and then eventually it gets rid of it. It might be this one, I'm not sure, but I've been filming a lot this week, which I'm excited about. I'll be posting more things here throughout the next couple of weeks, because I organize all my videos, and it's kind of funny to think that your videos can be messy, but they were. Like, I kind of had lost track of what I had filmed, what I had uploaded to my computer. And so anyways, I did that, and I'm excited that I will be posting more videos this week. So I'm arranging my little circles here, and the paper that I use for the circles already had a small pattern. I hope you can kind of see it. They're little lines. They're not straight. They're more on a wavy pattern, but they're dotted. They're like little dot, dot, dot lines, and which is what was on the painting, if you kind of remember it. So, but you'll see what I'll do here in a little bit. So I'm adding all of my florals. You notice that I did cut some of those branches and saved a few of those little leaves. Because again, the layering process of this one, for me personally, can kind of be kind of tricky. The beautiful florals, oh my gosh. Just another little information, since it's just kind of, I don't need to explain what's happening here. You can kind of see I'm just gluing stuff down. And so speaking of florals, I wanted to share that I have just released for the first time ever, and I'm so excited about a new stamp set designed by me. It's actually meant for bullet journaling, but because it's florals and there's some boxes that you can use in your bullet journaling that can also be used pretty much in any crafting paper project. My friends at Shop Freckled Fawn, or just Freckled Fawn, they were so kind to help me create the stamps, and they are available on their shop. I will add a link to it if you would like to see. And if you just want to see them before you visit their shop, you can visit my Instagram account, again under same name, White Sugar Designs, and you can see what the florals look like. They have to be small because obviously they're going to be used in bullet journaling, but definitely can be fussy cut and used in other paper projects. A lot of people were so amazing and kind to share ideas of where they think they can use the stamps, and a lot of them thought that they could be used in their Bibles, obviously in journaling, because you have, again, these little boxes that you can use in your journals and your TNs for journaling. And these florals here that I'm using kind of reminded me of the stamps. So I'm very excited, very thankful for this opportunity to be able to release, again, one of my passions, which is drawing and combining it with florals. And now they have become something that everybody can use. So just take a look if you just want to see. Give me your thoughts, because obviously that's always helpful. So I keep going. I'm just arranging my florals. And as you can see, although the florals are, I used a very light pink. It was almost like a ombre type watercolor paper that I use. So some of them have darker and more bright pink, and other areas look just a little bit more pale. So I cut this one because I feel like it's kind of a waste to have this gorgeous floral that you're gonna stick under a piece of paper, in this case the quote, see, like that. And so I just cut it, and then I can use the other part that I cut in a different area, like you will see. So see, I can use it there, And I don't mind when things stick out of the journal. Like you can see that I am adding these little florals, especially on the left and the right hand side. They are sticking out. I don't mind also things sticking out of the top, because they're not going to get in the way of anything. I think it just adds a little bit more interest to your layout and to your journal when it's all chunky and things are sticking out of it. I think that makes it look so pretty. So here's information, some facts or something about this journal that I'm just about to finish. I do have one more page, which unfortunately I did not get to film the process video of that page, but you can see it again on my Instagram account. But this, if you saw the previous page that I worked on this, I told you that this year, when I was working on this specific journal, I ended up using two, one for the first 6 months and the second one for the second 6 months of the year. And on one of those ideas that popped into my head, I decided to give away the first 6 months. And so it was, at first it was kind of hard to think that I was going to give away this journal that I had all these, fun techniques, and give it to someone. And you just don't know how someone's going to take that. Like, they're like, why would I want your work? I mean, I do my own work. Why would I want yours, right? But I felt that it was a gift. It was a gift of something that I had made. It was filled with quotes, very pretty quotes, different techniques. So I just went for it and gave it away when I reached a certain milestone on my Instagram followers. I can't remember what number that was, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna see what happens. And so I gave it away. And the person who won it is now my friend. Her name is Heidi. And I was happy about that. That the journal itself and her winning it became something more meaningful, because now we are friends. So guess what? I am giving this one away, but not as a giveaway. I know the person that I want this journal to give away, and I'm not going to say who, because she hasn't gotten it in the mail yet. And hopefully it will be a surprise. I honestly tell you that I hope she's not watching this, because you know I I don't know, maybe she could figure it out, I don't know. Um it's I've since I'm recording this voiceover, I don't no longer own this journal. I have shipped it out, and I'm excited for the person to get it, and I can't wait to hear her thoughts. So that whole year of quotes is now gone. I gave both of the journals away, and I could not be happier, because I hope it gives or brings joy to the people that are going, well, that the one that has it already, I know she loves it, and I hope that the new person who's getting this one will also enjoy it just as well. So I'm adding my final little details, just some little doodling around. Again, kind of following that same pattern of my inspiration piece, which here it is again. So you see the circles and the little, doodling around. And so there it is. I'm coming close to the end here, my friends. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you very much. I hope that you find inspiration, because that is the goal. The purpose of creating, it's the process itself, not the end result. And the other important part is to share it, so that it can, bring inspiration to other people out there. So that is my goal, and I hope that you that you see it and then you find it here. So thank you so much for watching. I will have links in close-ups. I took some photos before I shipped it out, and I will make sure to keep those because I will, you know, sometimes I revisit my own journals to find inspiration, honestly. And since I won't have this one to look back, at least I will have the photos to look back. So a few more little details that I added were these little puffy hearts that I actually got at Walmart a very long time ago, just to kind of add a little bit more of that pink color. So once again, you guys, make sure you make time to create and to do some art and to, you know, express your creativity. It is good for the heart. It is good for the soul, and it keeps us all with positive attitudes. So thank you so much. Stay tuned for the close-ups. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will do my best to answer as soon as I can. So until next time, guys, take care. Thanks so much.